Hey guys, how's it going? I want to go over some of the things with the week 2 assignments. So what I'm going to do is go into the week 2 assignments link and let's see what's going on. Alright, so we again have the student outcomes. This week you guys are going to be covering 3 chapters. You've got chapter 2 from the Discovering Computer, which is over the internet. And I'm sure some of that information you guys are going to know quite well, but there may be a few things that you're going to pick up on that you didn't know about. And then we have our first application, which is Word, Chapter 1. And in this one, you're going to be doing a really neat flyer and messing with fonts and images and things like that. So that's going to be a fun chapter. You're going to like that. The second chapter in the application piece is Word, Chapter 2. This one is going to come in handy for you folks that are going to be taking English classes. You're going to definitely learn how to do all that MLA style report documenting and everything like that. So this is going to be a really neat one. Footnotes, bibliographies. You're going to be amazed if you've done a research paper in the past how much you wish you would have known how to do this in Word, because there's so many neat tricks to it and such a time saver. So you're going to like this one. Pretty cool. Alright, so here's the list of the assignments for week 2. So in the Discovering Computer Chapter 2, you've got your training. So by now you should be familiar with doing training in SAM. And then you do need to go to the book and do your reading. Sorry about that. That's the dog. Then you have to go to Chapter 2 on page 97, How to, Your Turn. Now we're going to do number 3 this time. So this is this is a discussion board form. And then you'll go back into SAM and you'll do the exam, which is that application type exam. Then we're going to hit Word Chapter 1. Some of the same things that you've been doing, except we're going to add a little piece to it. So you're going to do the training, but then you're going to go to the textbook, and part of doing the textbook pages is a lot of hands-on, but you're going to download your starting files from SAM. So I'll get to that in a few minutes. Then we go back into SAM and do the project, back into SAM and do the exam, and then you're going to have your first Blackboard quiz. And it'll be the same routine for Chapter 2, training in SAM. Then you're going to go through the book, read and complete the steps, but you're going to be downloading your Word starting file from the SAM textbook project. So you don't want to start yours from scratch. You want to use the one in SAM. Then you'll go back into SAM and do the project, take the exam, and then the Blackboard quiz. So this is the first section over what you're going to be covering for week 2. So this is Chapter 2, the Internet assignments, same routine. So I try to keep you guys in the same pattern so there are no surprises. You're going to be doing the training again in SAM. Make sure you're using Firefox or Chrome. And if you forgot how to do the training, go back into that SAM website, link in Blackboard, review the video over how to complete a training in SAM. Then make sure you do your reading. I know it's a lot of reading, but make sure you do the reading. And then you're going to go ahead and do the how to, your turn. This is going to be number 3 in the discussion board. So we're going to come up here, scroll up to the top, and we have the discussion board. Here we go. So here's the discussion board for Chapter 1 that you did last week, and this is the one for Chapter 2. So that's where it's located. So let me go back into the folder. A lot of clicking. Okay. Hopefully you guys aren't in information overload yet. Alright, so let me get back where I was at. So that is the Chapter 2 Discovering Computer, and then I'm going to take that exam. So now, when you hit Word Chapter 1, again, I want you doing the training just like we've been doing, but then we're going to hit this textbook project. So here's what the textbook project is. Let me go into SAM. What you're going to do, actually, let me flip over. Hang on just for a second. There we go. Let me go into the chapter. This is the ebook. So in Chapter 1 in Word, you're going to be creating, formatting, and editing a Word document. So let me go ahead and move around here. So this is what the page looks like, and if you have the hard copy book. Let me just scroll around some more. Now, they always give you guys an example of what your end product is going to look like. So pay attention to it. Take a look at it, because if yours isn't looking like that, then you need to pedal back into the steps and see what you missed. So again, this is your map of what it should look like. All right. So now let me move forward. Man, the ebooks, the only downside is you don't get that much on the page. I probably need to shrink this. All right, so when you get ready to start this in SAM, or start the tutorial project, it's going to have you launch Word. All right, here's the step that I need you to not do, step 5. So once you're in Word, this is where you got to go into SAM and download the Word document, because I don't want you to start from scratch. The file that you're going to download in SAM for the tutorial project, and this is what we're going to call this, the tutorial project, because you're going to be using the instructions in the book and following those steps, but you're going to be downloading all of your starting files and resource files from SAM. The reason being is because it's going to have a code on that document, and when you go back to upload it to check the grading, if it doesn't have that code, it's going to give you a 0. So don't go into Word and create a new blank document. Go into Word, but make sure you've gone into SAM and you've downloaded your starting file. So I've indicated that you do need to skip that step. Let me go into SAM here, and let me go ahead. It actually is part of the project. So let me turn everything off but the projects. And so here's the first one, Word 2013 Chapter 1. I'll indicate it as textbook project because you're reading and doing the assignment in the textbook, but you're just utilizing these files in SAM. So you're going to click on that link, and it even tells you must use the SAM start file provided to receive credit for this assignment. Disregard textbook instructions that ask you to create a new file or to use a file from another location. All right, now here's the other cool thing about doing this. Rather than you just sending it to me and waiting for me to grade it, you get 5 attempts to better your score. So the nice thing about that is you get 5 attempts, you can see what you did wrong, go back and make the correction, upload the file, have it grade again. You can do that up to 5 times and do the best you can and get that 100%. Now I tell people in my other classes when we use SAM for the projects and the self-grading, if you get to your say 3rd or 4th attempt and you're getting dinged all over the place, you need to give me a call because I need to see what's going on. Either it's something in the file that's minor, or maybe it is not understanding the material and we need to go through a quick tutoring session. So keep that in mind. So at this point you're going to click on Start, and then you're going to get again all the instructions, the starting files here. So these are the starting files, and it continues to repeat. Don't create a blank document. So you're going to click on the download link over here on the right, and I suggest you save it. So this is where you're going to navigate to that IM111 folder, and you're going to go to, and actually mine's not going to be set up like the way I want you to have it set up. Oh yeah, it is. Here we go, good. You're going to go into Word, you're going to go into, since this is Chapter 1, I would put this in Chapter 1 and click Save. All right. You also want to download any supporting files as well. So I'm going to download the image file they want me to use, and I'm going to select Save. Now if you don't get that Save dialog box, I had done this in a previous video, then you want to right click on that link. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Go into your Word folder, where we are, here we go, and go into your Chapter 1 and then click Save. Alright, now these are the instructions. So it says click on the link below to open your reader to the correct chapter. Now you don't have that, so if you just bought the textbook, then you're going to start at page 1. Again, you're just going to skip the step, which was step 5, that said you need to open up a new Word document. Alright, now when you're done working on this and you've saved it, you've gone through all those pages. Alright, let me go ahead and cancel out. What you're going to do is you're going to come back into this link again. Okay, you're going to click Start, but you've already done step 1. You've already downloaded the data files. Obviously you've done step 2 because you've completed all the pages in Word Chapter 1 in the book. So now it's time to submit. So let me scroll this down. Now to submit it, this is the file name that it should be. It should have adventure_flyer and then your name. Alright, you should not be typing the period or the DOCX extension. If you do, it's going to ding you and say you do not have the correct file. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and click Browse. I'm going to go ahead and navigate to my IM111 folder. And let me go to my Word folder. Now this is Chapter 1, so I'm going to go into Chapter 1, and then I'm going to find that file. And this is it. And actually, it's going to be named correctly because you're going to have that in the instructions. So this is actually going to be the wrong file name. But I'm just going to click on this anyway because I want you to see what happens. Sam is expecting a different file name for this assignment. This is what I uploaded. This is what I should have uploaded. So read your instructions. You save those files in the correct folder, but you also save it with the correct file name. So don't make anything up. If the book says save it like this, that's what you do. But again, don't type the period DOCX. The program does it for you. All right, let me cancel out on that. We'll go back to week 2. So that's going to be your textbook projects. Keep that in mind, all right? Then you're going to actually do the Chapter 1 project. With this one is in SAM. So let me follow it. There's so much. There it is. Right there, all right? So then you're going to go ahead, same situation, download the files. I would save everything in your your Word Chapter 1 folder. All right, let me go back in here. Then again, you're going to go into the SAM link, upload it. Don't mess with the file names. Go exactly what the instructions tell you to do. Then we have the exam, and then you go into Blackboard. Now, this is going to be the first time for you taking a quiz in Blackboard. So let me scroll up here and show you where that's at. We'll click on Quizzes. And here's the quiz for Chapter 1 and the quiz for Chapter 2. And then more will be here as we go through the course. I just want you to note that you have 30 minutes to take it, 20 questions. Now here's the neat thing about this. You get unlimited attempts, which means you can take it over and over and over again until you get the score you want, which I hope is 100, up till the due date. So keep that in mind. All right? Let me go back to the weekly folder and go into week 2. Okay, and then we'll scroll back down. And then we're going to do the same thing, but it's going to be Chapter 2. And this is where you guys are going to learn MLS formatting for reports. So I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. Same situation. You're going to do the training, textbook project. So again, you open the textbook to, what page did I say, 65? But keep in mind, you're skipping that step to create a new Word document. You're going to go into SAM, and you're going to download it from the link in SAM, and it says Textbook Project. All right. And then you're going to do the project, again in SAM, exam in SAM, and then the quiz in Blackboard. The reason why I have you guys in SAM a lot is because it's going to check your work, and you're going to get immediate feedback. And with that immediate feedback, you can go into Word, open up that same file, make the corrections, upload it a second time into SAM, and then better your grade. Now, when you do go into SAM to get the feedback, it's going to be tough for me to show you because I don't have that option here. Let me see if I can do it, though. I'll go to Reports, and I'll have a list of everything I've uploaded, and then over to the right will be a link that will allow me to see the grade. So if you don't know exactly how to get your feedback from SAM on your first attempt, shoot me an email. We'll go online. I'll show you how to do it. I'm logged in as an instructor. I can't change out of this, so I can't show you anything. I can't show you anybody else's. But this way, let me turn all this stuff back on. This way, it'll immediately give you feedback in Word. It shows you, hey, these are the steps you missed. These are the points you got deducted. And then it shows the document you submitted. So every time you guys do any of these items in SAM, the training, the textbook, the training, y'all should get 100 on that. But the training, the textbook project, the project itself, and even the exam, go back into SAM, go into Reports. You'll see the items listed. To the right, there's an icon you can click on to get your feedback. It'll open up a file in Word, and you can actually see what you've done. So use that as a guide to see what you need to correct. Now, if you feel like it's taking points off, and you say, hey, I've submitted this 3 times, and I know I corrected this, that's when I need a text. Not a text, I'm sorry, I need an email from you. Make sure you are very clear what assignment it is. Don't just say the quiz. Well, what quiz? Don't just say the project. As if it's the textbook project, I need to know, and you need to let me know what chapter it is. So be very specific. So I'm a little picky about that because I don't want to waste your time or my time, and I want to get the answer to you right away. So that's week 2. You guys have a great time with it, and shoot me an email or give me a call if you need some help.